That's what this does for you because you voice it. You don't quite know what you're expecting back because you've just flown from the heart. Yeah. And then when you get it back and read it, suddenly you become really aware of all your lessons, of all your transformation, how you've not only overcome it, you are like thriving and living the best life. And then you start looking at yourself and you realize that that hero was in there all the time. So when I say we create best-selling authors, it's not just about the book, it's the journey we take the authors on to create the book and really be that expert who own their power and can share their story with passion and truth without the pain anymore.
Welcome to Radiant Mom Rising. Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and uplifted. I'm your host, Mary Dibble, and in each episode, we dive into amazing stories, insights, and conversations that help moms like you chase your dreams and embrace your worth. Let's rise and shine together. Welcome back to Radiant Mom Rising. I'm your host, Mary Dibble, and today's episode is a truly powerful one. I'm thrilled to be joined by Laura Helen, a storyteller and transformation coach who has helped countless people turn their pain into purpose. Laura is a visionary entrepreneur, dedicated mother, and passionate advocate for purposeful living, blending her professional expertise in book creation and publishing with her personal journey of world schooling her two incredible children. Laura is redefining what it means to live a life of intention. If you've ever felt like life's challenges were too heavy to bear or wondered how you can find meaning in the struggle, this episode is for you. Laura's story is one of resilience, self-discovery, and the incredible strength that comes from sharing your truth. Get ready for an uplifting and eye-opening conversation about healing, connection, and unleashing your inner power. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Radiant Mom Rising. I have a special guest with us today, Laura Helen. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad to have you. I would love for you to start by introducing yourself and just telling us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm Laura Helen, speaker, coach, strategic coach. Love what I do. Author of 5 best-selling books. We help people create amazing books, sharing their stories, sharing their truth. Our tagline is we create best-selling authors because it's not about the book, it's about the person, it's about the connection, and it's about the journey. Normally someone who's overcome a huge challenge or obstacle and they're ready to put their hand back in and help the next person through. We make them the go-to expert in their niche so they can make a difference.
Oh, that's incredible and so helpful in so many ways. So tell us a little bit about your own journey and what's led you down to this path of helping others in this way.
So our journey was a beautifully messy one. We travel the world full time with our 2 children. So when I was pregnant with my first little one, we brought home a little girl who's now our daughter, but it was a very messy, very, very messy legal battle. Put us in tens of thousands of debt just to try and keep this kid safe. Turned our lives upside down. But like we were saying earlier, out of the greatest pain comes our greatest joys and our greatest gifts. And I wanted to help make a difference and be able to do it online because I had 2 little kids now and didn't know how to do it. And while I knew I could get great impact, I couldn't prove it yet. So I did loads of research and I discovered that anyone has got a book. And I thought that can't be right. So I researched and actually everyone I admire, look up to and I've learned from, they had a book. So I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? I can't just block out a year of time to write. And then I discovered that you could create the content for your book in just 4 hours, which meant I could do it while my baby slept. And then I started crushing out, getting books out there, making a difference, making an impact. And then people not only felt like they know me, they know, like, and trust me, they buy instantly into our high ticket programs. We did so much and changed our lifestyle so much with the power of a book. Our children started writing books. My daughter started writing books at 7. She's now 15 with 5 books in 3 languages. She's won awards. She's a speaker on global stages with world changers that you will know if I name drop. And she inspired her little brother, who was only 4 when he started creating. He's now 12, again, an award-winning author of 45 published books.
Wow.
So it's been quite a journey. We've gone from huge debt, not knowing how to get out of it, to traveling the world full time.
That is beautiful. I love to hear stories like this and to hear people who overcome that because so many get trapped in that debt, in that hardship, and they don't know how to pull themselves out. They don't see the rainbow on the other side. And it's easy to be in that and feel helpless and feel defeated. What's next? How do I get through this? And I love the fact that you just did some research. You started with looking into some options and research, and it's led you down this incredible path to that has affected your children like it has. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Congratulations. I can't imagine how proud you must feel. So tell us a little more. You said that you can write a book in four, or write the contents of a book in 4 hours. So tell us a little bit about frameworks that you do as far as working with people and just how did that come about and how can you spread that message more to people to understand just how realistic that could be for them?
People get so overwhelmed at the thought of writing the book. I know I did because I had two little ones, both under 3. Like, are you joking? Like the time, what is that? I don't even have hot food and hot showers anymore. So I just didn't know where to find time. So when I learned that you could speak your truth a lot easier than writing it, that opened a whole new door for me. If you imagine if something happened, crazy things have just happened in your area. When you share and tell someone about it, you're not thinking about the grammar, the spelling, the punctuation, how it looks on the page. You're out of here and you're in here. When you
Yeah.
pour from the heart, it's like gold on paper. It's the
Ah,
same with sharing your journey. So we give them the plan, we give them the structure. They know what topics they want to talk about. And then they voice it like they're talking to a girlfriend over a glass of wine.
oh, I
And
love
it's
it.
pure magic on paper. And then it's a few hours instead of a year's worth of writing.
Wow. And that is an incredible perspective to have because look, even with us podcasting, even with us doing this, for me, like I've actually shifted when it comes to journaling. I find it really hard. I can't write because I'm doing banking for all the years and dealing with keyboards and stuff. I deal with a little bit of arthritis pains already. So it's like having to write in a journal is impossible for me. And even typing, I'm exhausted with that. I do that enough with work, right? So for me, I love my audio recording on my phone. And it's easier to just pull that up and hit record and just talk and just get it out there of how I'm feeling, what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. And you're right. It's you don't even think about how easy that could be to transition into something as like a book. And that's
It
a great
also
way.
transforms you because you
Yeah.
tell it from
Yeah.
that same as journaling. You tell it from that place of pain where you were going through it and you were struggling and it
Yes.
was hard. But
Yeah.
when you read it back as a printed word, it's like it takes off all the judgment. Because if you read your book, you'd be like, oh God, no, no, no. If you put someone else's name in, you'd be like, who is this woman? She's incredible. I want to meet her.
Ah,
And that's kind of what this does for you because you voice it. You don't quite know what you're expecting back because you've just flown from the heart. And
mhm.
then when you get it back and read it, suddenly you become really aware of all your lessons, of all your transformation, how you've not only overcome it, you are like thriving and living the best life. And then you start looking at yourself and you realize that that hero was in there all the time. So when I say we create best-selling authors, it's not just about the book, it's the journey we take the authors on to create the book and really be that expert who own their power and can share their story with passion and truth without the pain anymore.
That is so beautiful and wonderful that you created this and that you help people in the way that you do. I know that that is a huge thing as far as being a mom, being busy. I personally, want to share my story and I've been doing it through my podcast and through things and I hope to eventually put it into a book and really bring it all together too because I give bits and pieces out there all over. And so it would be nice to have this because that is ultimately even currently right now with what I'm dealing with and that my community's dealing with Hurricane Helene, I know because I also survived a house fire. So I know what it's like to lose everything in a moment and to feel like, how are you going to get through this? What's next? Like, what is my life going to look like now? What do we do? Like, what do I do? And feeling lost and scared and the uncertainty of it all and yet seeing over time, because obviously this is all going to take us time. We all have a long road ahead of us after the devastations of what recently took place. But it's like, I also know because I've witnessed it within my own life, the blessings and the beauties that come out of these hard times. And, like I was telling you earlier, I love to see the community and these people coming together and talking and getting to know each other and being there for strangers. I mean, they're no longer going to be strangers anymore. Where you would have never given them the time of day. Now they're coming together and supporting each other and helping and giving. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And that is my focus. And I'm helping in any way that I can and share a little bit too about your children's journey through this. I can't imagine how proud you are as a mom to watch your children flourish in this way. And I would love to for you to speak a little bit more about that and your experience as a mom seeing this unfold.
We all know that kids don't do as we say, they do as we do.
Yeah.
And I was very aware of that. And we homeschool stroke world school our children. So they
Good.
are always there. They're always watching. And it's forced me to be the best version of me because they never go away. They never switch off. So even in times when it gets really challenging and I want to just go, ah, I don't. I find my way through and I find my way through because those little eyes are watching me and I just have to show up and be my best. And it's been amazing to now they're a bit older to watch how that has translated into them. Their books, a percentage of it all goes to charities that they believe in, so they're already giving back and making a difference. All the random acts of kindness they do, their books actually make an impact and a difference. My daughter helps kids prevent bullying and suicide or overcome bullying and prevent suicide in children. My little boy's books are all for really little ones, and it teaches you all the stuff you don't learn in schools, like the 6 human needs, the 5 love languages, Honoponopono, yoga, meditation, self-love, all this stuff that we really need
Yeah.
isn't taught in schools. So their books, they seem colourful and playful, but they're teaching real life skills that they think kids really need. And they're just awesome little humans. I am so ridiculously proud of my little
Oh,
ones.
that is so amazing. I love that. We all want to encourage our children to read material like that, to love themselves, to develop those skills that are not taught in educational systems. I would love if anyone wants to go purchase and support, we'd love to support that in any way that we can. Hey there, Mama. We're going to take a quick break because I have something truly special I'd love to share. If you're a mom with big dreams of starting your own business or you're already running one while juggling the demands of family life, I see you. I really do. I know what it's like to have endless to-do lists, to feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, or even trying to find any kind of time for yourself while everyone else is needing something from you. Some days it feels like you're being pulled in 100 different directions and you wonder if it's even possible to do it all. Well, here's the truth. You don't have to do it all, and you definitely don't have to do it alone. My Mom Biz Mastery course and community is designed to help you take back your time, ignite your business goals, and to do it all without burning out. It's filled with practical, real world strategies tailored to fit your busy life. You'll get step by step guidance. And here's the exciting part, I'm now offering 6 private one on one coaching sessions alongside the course for even further support to ensure you thrive every step of the way. And if you're craving more personalized guidance, I also do offer one on one coaching with limited spots. But together, we'll create a plan that feels right for you, helping you get unstuck and step confidently into the life and business you've always dreamed of. So, Mama, if you're ready to put your dreams first, let's chat. Click the link in the show notes to schedule a free consultation. It's the first step towards making it all happen. You deserve to thrive, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Now, back to the show. I want to ask as well, when forming your business in the beginning stages, you're a mom, you have a lot going on. Tell us a little bit about what that looked like, as I know that that is something I see with so many moms when they first start a business, is that beginning struggle of getting off the ground, like you say, building up that trust with people who don't know you yet. Can you tell us a little bit about what your experience was
So
at?
the book
And
really was the key because then
yeah,
people felt like they knew us. As far as our business and our website and being professional, I proper did a Richard Branson and I jumped and then built it on the way. So the first client we ever signed actually paid us good money. We're on a call like this and I'm chatting away. And he's like, oh, so do you have a website I can look at? And I'm going, absolutely. And I literally, while I'm talking to him, I went to GoDaddy and I bought a domain and said, oh, it's this.com. But we're having it under construction at the moment. It's just being redone. So it's going to be really amazing. And literally bought the domain while we're on the call and built it while we were creating with our first ever author. So I literally was building it as I was falling kind of thing. And then by the time that came around, then we had other clients sign up and we actually had a web page if people wanted to see. But because our business was always word of mouth,
yeah,
we never really used the website so much or landing pages or lead magnets or funnels or all this stuff because someone would watch someone transform their life and then go, how did you do that? And then they'd give us our connection and we'd do it again and again and again. And that just kept on happening and kept unfolding. So much so, my little boy, we've had a few authors that have done children's stories, and he's actually stepped up and done the coaching, my youngest, and he's been coaching my clients on how to do the children's books. And he's just about to launch a set of books for children where you fill out the questions and it helps them build their own story. And then in the back of the book, there's a QR code and you can join his program on how to turn your story into a book. So he's now doing it for children to help bring a future generation of young writers.
And he's 12?
He's 12 now, yeah.
Wow. I mean, wow. Can you imagine where he is going in life? I love that. That is incredible. And
We love books. We
yeah,
love books. We don't do TV, we don't do game consoles and
yeah.
computer games. Unless we're creating, there's no devices. We're very much get outdoors, explore the world. We love a good book. It's always been our special time, whether we're reading to one another or just together reading separate books.
Mhm.
Books has always been a really big thing for us as a family.
That's beautiful. And it's such an important thing. And, some people out there think that books are like people aren't really reading these days. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And even so, there are people out there who may have issues with reading books. There's always audiobooks. Do you guys turn yours into audiobooks as well?
We've got a few of them that have, and like the
Yes.
Kindles for the
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
Exactly. And there's so many options, and there's nothing like that of really sitting down and taking in, you know, whether it be knowledge, whether it be just hearing someone's story that resonates with you and makes you really not feel alone on your journey. It's so amazing. And I think it's great what you guys do and how you help others and to see your journey. And now you said you've traveled all around the world. Tell us a little bit about what's one of your favorite places that you visited and why.
Oh gosh, there's so many. I think with the kids, it was Costa Rica. It was a
Mm.
last minute. Our visa was up in America. We'd left it to literally the last day, and we had to book somewhere quick. And we were like, okay, let's do Costa Rica. Hubby sorted it all out because me and the kids were at an event. On the plane to Costa Rica, I started Googling it and realizing it has all the deadliest everything that can kill you. And I was terrified. And we were going to an Airbnb that didn't even have a review. So Daddy books very differently to how Mummy books. So I was completely freaking out. But actually, we were somewhere that had no tourists. The beach had been undisturbed, no big hotels. The nature, the wildlife, the monkeys, the parrots, the lizards. We were in a 2-bedroom cabana by the beach with a pool for like $300 a month. Like, it was insane, the wildlife and beauty we saw there. My kids will never enjoy a zoo again after being in Costa Rica because it was just phenomenal.
Oh, that is incredible. I love it. And it's so beautiful to hear these stories and to see how you go from where you were to now and impacting the world like you have. It's such an inspiration for so many listening. What would you say is a piece of advice that you would give anyone out there who's been on the fence or just wanting to start writing a book, but feels like I'm too busy, I can't do this? What's just one little piece of advice you'd give them?
My now 12-year-old has 45 published books. How good do you think his English was at age 4? The biggest thing, I get super passionate because I've seen the journey with so many authors. That thing you overcame, that challenge that you overcame and you got through, not everyone else is as strong as you. Not everyone else has the resources you had, or just that inner determination and strength to get through it. Your book will literally save and change lives if you just have the courage to share your truth.
Mm. I love it. And that's very true. And when it comes as well, I think people listening would also be curious to know as far as publishing goes. Do you have any pieces of experience or advice from what you've went through? I don't know if you did fully self-publishing or if you hired people to help you, but have you had an experience with that of what you would recommend or just a tidbit of advice to anyone who maybe they have written their book, but they don't know what to do with it?
We literally
Yeah.
have a free masterclass once a month. It's one happening just coming up soon. We literally have a free masterclass where we try and show you all the main things you need to what to put in the book, how to create the book, how to put the book together and how to publish it, and how to make money from it. So a lot of our authors make more money than they spend on me before they even launch the book, which is why they keep coming back. Some people are on their 4th and 7th book because their business goes to the extra level, they make extra money than they pay me. Like, it's win-win for everybody. So we are publishers. So if you use any advice, if I can help someone, especially a mummy, I know I got you. Just reach out and let me help you get over the finish line, because a book, if you're cold calling for business, it changes the game. It completely switches around. Someone's searching for you right now, they don't know how to find you. When your book is out there saying, this is what I do, this is who I am, they read it, buy into you, and then they go straight to high ticket.
Awesome. Awesome. And tell us a little bit about where people can find you if they are interested in working with you.
So we are Books Boost Business. So just booksboostbusiness.com. If you want to jump on the masterclass, it's called the4hourauthor.com with a number 4, because you can write all your content in just 4 hours. So that's just a 90-minute free workshop where we just help people answer all the questions we can in as short a time as possible.
That is incredible. And of course, we will be sure to share that in the show notes as well for anybody who has a story that you're ready to put in a book and get it out there. Come work with Laura. She'll help you get there from start to finish. So that is incredible that you offer that and you help people. And of course, I always open up the floor. Is there any other final piece of advice or inspiration you'd like to share with moms listening?
Live life on purpose and enjoy your kids. They don't care about the stuff. They love you. So just be present. When we're trying to balance everything, make sure when it's kid time, it's kid time. When it's work time, it's work time. Everyone will feel it. So if you can be totally present with your kids, when they give you a hug, squeeze and hold on, because you don't know when it's going to be too cool to hug mom. Just really live in and take in every moment, because they're not little for very long.
No, they're certainly not. Yeah, they do grow so fast, and it is important to embrace those moments when you can, any chance that you can. And again, thank you so much for not just sharing your story, but literally helping others to share their stories and to make an impact in this world. It is needed. It is what we are all about and what we are wanting to push to the forefront and help everyone in any way that we can. So, Laura, I cannot thank you enough for being part of this show and for all that you do. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a real honor.
There is such power in sharing our stories. Here are the key takeaways from today's episode. You have the power to turn your struggles into opportunities for growth and transformation. Sharing your story authentically can connect with others and inspire positive change. If you've overcome a significant challenge, your experiences can empower others. Consider sharing through a book. Writing a book doesn't have to take a year. Your story can be voiced and transformed into a book in just hours. Speaking from the heart is often more powerful than meticulously writing from the head. It captures raw emotion and truth. As busy moms, there are creative ways to accomplish big goals without sacrificing your family time. It is possible. Be inspired by how Laura and her children use their books to make a positive impact on the world, from preventing bullying to teaching life skills. Embrace the idea that the challenges you face can give rise to your greatest strength and lead to profound personal growth. Even if you're starting a business with little to no resources, passion, and a build-as-you-go mindset can lead to success. Your children are always watching. Leading by example can inspire them to make meaningful contributions and become change makers themselves. Community resilience and generosity grow out of hardship. Find strength in connecting and giving back. Telling your story can transform your life as you gain new perspectives on your growth and triumphs. Be sure to check out more on Laura's incredible program that helps you get your amazing story into a book and out there to impact others, using the link in the show notes to learn more and connect with her today. If you know someone who would find this episode valuable, please be sure to share this with them and show your support to our mission of reaching out to as many moms as possible to inspire and uplift by leaving us a 5-star review. I love to hear from you all, so let me know, what was your favorite takeaway? And feel free to tag me with this episode on your Facebook or Instagram with the answer to that so that I can thank you personally. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Until next time, much love.